Hello there, Andrew at Woodgrove Chrysler here today to show you the 2017 Jeep Wrangler. This one is a winter edition Wrangler Sahara 4-door, so it's the Wrangler Unlimited, and this is a special model only being produced as a 2017 with some special graphics and special front and rear off-road bumper with the integrated trailer hitch, all-terrain BF Goodrich tires on some attractive looking black wheels, and taillight guards in black, black fuel filler door, painted to match top in white, match the body. The vehicle comes in a limited palette of colors including silver and black and granite, and they all have a painted to match top as well. You can see that they have the new LED headlight that's just become available on the Wrangler. Real attractive vehicle. It's got rock rails on it, and inside leather seats with a cloth mesh insert in the middle and some piano black finishes on the dashboard, if you can see them there. A little bit different than what we're used to seeing in Wranglers. We've also got a couple 2-doors in stock here, and these are Wrangler Sports, fairly basic model. We put a wheel and tire package on this one, and taken a polished Wrangler Sahara package and put it on this Sport over here to dress them up a little bit. And then behind me we've got a couple of the Wrangler Unlimited Willys package. Of course, Jeep started off as a product of the Willys Corporation back in 1941, so this is the 76th anniversary of Jeep, and the Wrangler is, I guess, the kind of where Jeep started, right? The Wrangler's got a 7-slotted Jeep grill like all Jeeps do, and that commemorates the fact that Jeep was the first product to be driven on all 7 continents on the globe. And the Willys package has a nice wheel and tire group with some mud terrain BF Goodrich tires and some black wheels, matching the black accents on the outside of the vehicle, like the grille, fender flares, and the side steps. It's got a black roof, which looks nice with all of the other black items on the exterior of the vehicle. So we've got a built silver one here, and in front of it another one in granite. We've got some more colors on the way. Firecracker red is on the way. There's a black one on the way that's just sold. And the inside of this vehicle in the Willys model has cloth seats, so unlike the higher trim level Sahara that we saw earlier, the interior, and this is full cloth. Front and rear seats. The rear seats fold. There's a handle on the back of the seat here that allows the seat to fold forward, and the seat can fold fully forward, and when it does, the headrest flips back like so, in order to allow the seat back to fold flat with the cargo area in the back of the vehicle. The back of the vehicle has a swing gate door that holds the spare tire, so when that swings out of the way, the rear hardtop lid can swing up. So there's a rear wiper on the back of these vehicles and a defroster grid when you order it with a hardtop model. The vehicle is also available with a soft top, and in fact, if you order a hardtop, you can order a soft top and install that on the vehicle as well. So you can go with a soft top during the summer when you want to make the vehicle more easily convertible, and then put the hardtop on in the wintertime if you'd like. I'm going to show another option on the Wrangler for top removal when I move up to the front of the vehicle. You can see there's a roll bar inside of the Wrangler, and it's covered in fabric with padding underneath, and there's 3-point belts on all outboard seating positions. The Willys has a removable mat in the back here, and it's dual-sided, so this side here can be put up if you'd like, and this side here is rubber, so it's easy to clean off. This side's carpet. It's reversible, and then underneath the mat is a little storage area here for putting flares, first aid kit, flashlight, anything safety related that you may want. You'll also notice that there are some holes here with some little pictures beside them. So these are actually storage areas for the hardtop hardware. So when you remove these bolts to remove the hardtop, you've got somewhere to put them where they won't go missing. In the past, the Wrangler didn't include the tools to remove the hardtop, and now that has become a standard feature on the Wrangler. The doors are removable, just like the roof, and you can still fold the windshield forward on these just like you could in the old military days. There's the hinge there. In order to do that, I think in order to do that, you'd probably have to remove the wiper arms. I don't see very many people doing that, but certainly taking the doors and the top off is something that's pretty common. You can see there they've included assist handle for getting in and out of the vehicle, and on the door panel there's a elasticized map pocket. Flipping these seats up here, you can see that we've got rubber floor mats with a tread pattern on them to stay true to the Willys model. And I've got the seat pretty far forward right now, but I'll move over here where the seat's a little bit further back. You can see there's quite a bit of leg room in front of my knees. The four-door Wrangler's very roomy vehicle, very comfortable vehicle. There are seating positions for 3 people in the back seat as well as 2 more in the front, so you can see the total of 5 people in this vehicle. It's got power windows in the back and in the front. Because the doors are removable, the switches are mounted on the console or the dashboard. If they were mounted on the doors, you'd have to have some extra wires and switching in order to operate those power windows. Up front, the Wranglers have all of the creature comforts you've come to expect in a car. Back in the old days, they were very, very plain inside, but now there's power mirrors, power door locks, power windows, even air conditioning in these vehicles. They're equipped with either a 6-speed manual transmission or the optional 5-speed automatic like this one has. The transfer case is a shift lever still. A lot of vehicles have gone to switches or buttons, but the Jeep's a more traditional vehicle with a traditional transfer case shift lever. There is a traditional park brake lever, and again, this is an off-road vehicle, very beefy underneath. It's got a solid front and rear axle and a full frame like a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton pickup truck, and you know, a lot of the controls like the parking brake handle and the transfer case lever are, you know, they're built that way for off-road use. Excellent instrument cluster in the vehicle, very clear, analog gauges, and on the steering wheel there's controls for the Bluetooth hands-free phone system, the trip computer, which displays on the underneath the gauges up front here, and then there's cruise control controls up on the steering wheel as well. Of course, the vehicle's got a great headlamp system, including fog lights, and that can all be controlled with the turn signal stalk, and the wiper controls are over on the other side. This vehicle's got a AM/FM CD player with satellite radio as well. The Sahara that we looked at before I moved back here to the Willys also has a navigation system in it, so that's an option on the Wrangler. And Wranglers also have a lockable armrest storage. You can see there's a keyhole on the front there, so you can lock that. And there's quite a nice deep storage area down there. You could hide a camera down there quite easily and lock it, so it's safe. You can also see there's USB power outlet and a DC outlet there in the armrest, and there's another DC outlet here for charging items. The armrest has a kind of a hidden bottom upper tray on it, and you know, this is somewhere where you might put your cell phone down. You can see there's a hole through here, so you can pass through a charging cable down to that USB port. And then underneath here, there's some clips built into the lid of the armrest for pens, or clipping in a notepad there in the inside of the armrest. The glove box is also lockable, and it's good size. There's a little tool kit I was talking about, that nylon kit there. It allows you to remove the top, and a lot of the top removal clamps are just hand operated. You don't need a tool to release the a lot of these clips. You can release them with your hands. So it's a lot easier than the old days of the YJ and the TJ, where a lot of these clamps were, they're screws and you had to use a screwdriver to remove them. Here's some more of the pieces that hold the top in place. So I was saying that you've got some options beyond removing the hard top to let the sun shine in with the Wrangler. These two panels, 1, 2, can be removed. So the passenger and driver positions can have the top removed over top of them, and the rear part of the roof remains in place. And then you can store these upper panels. You can see where the seam is for the two top panels. You can store them in the back of the vehicle, and these 4-door Wranglers come with a storage bag so that those items can be put in the back there and kept safely, so that they're not damaged if you were to stack anything on top of them. The hood's kind of neat on these Wranglers. It's pretty old school. They've got these strap hold downs for the hood, so there's no cable that goes into the inside of the vehicle, and that's a heritage feature on the Wrangler. And the rubber bumpers on the hood are actually to hold the windshield if you do fold it down, and that's what that loop's for, is to strap the windshield down onto the hood. So there's some neat features. Wrangler's a very unique vehicle. There's nothing really on the marketplace quite like the Wrangler. It'll go places that no other vehicle will go unless it's heavily modified. This is a vehicle that people are very passionate about. We have a lot of Jeep customers that put a lift kit in their Wrangler or some bigger tires and customize them just the way they like them. And it's a real lifestyle vehicle. But the 4-door Wrangler does offer enough room for passengers and cargo that it could be a day-to-day driver as well. So there it is, the 2017 Jeep Wrangler. Come in and test drive it today at Woodgrove Chrysler.